Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. I'm very happy to see you here. Today we're gonna be talk about something very exciting. We're gonna be giving away in our next week video some Cardano to some lucky person. So make sure you subscribe, you hit the bell so you won't miss this video and you can participate winning the Cardano as well. It's gonna be very easy as our community very small, so you get better chances to win. And today as well, I'm going to be talking about some chart that was bothering me for a long time that I see developing on Cardano. And I want to show you that and you can tell me what do you think. So let's jump into the charts and see what I'm talking about. Okay, so as you see, there's developing like a head and shoulder pattern, which is bothering me for a long time, and I'm thinking, okay, how is this gonna play out? So I was trying to find some charts similar to that to get an idea what can happen. So I did found a chart. It's from S&P Head and Shoulders from 2010, and what we see, it's a pretty similar somewhat pattern to what's going on here. It's not very the same in this area, but if you start looking here, we went down. Here as well went down. We have a high peak. Here we have a high peak. Then went down. We did some move sideways. And then here, after it went up, here went up, it did a big dump. And it's kind of got the, I guess, like a bear trap. So people were thinking that we're going to continue down and eventually it went up. That's what happened here because it was pretty big dump and suddenly we started going up from there. And so it's very similar. Again, here we had some kind of down bounce, here down bounce. So now at this area, what's going to be happening? So I'm thinking, okay, this is a pretty massive head and shoulders. And this was playing out, if you can see, for a while. And let me show you. So I was thinking, this is one shoulder, this is the head, and here we're creating another shoulder. And it made me worried because if this is huge pattern play out, there's a lot of downside to it. So I start looking and this thing was playing out for a long time already. If we're gonna take from now, 130 days. But luckily, what did this thing showing us? That overall, this is a bear trap head and shoulder pattern. So what can happen if now we at this line area somewhat. So if I'm going to show you some area that we need to break for us to continue. So if we are continue, we have a lot of upside. So this is just a trap. But again, as I told you, it was bothering me for a long time. And I was wondering, okay, what's going to be happening now? So if this actually, let me go to candles. So if it's actually, we're going to be continuing in a uptrend from now, and it's all good, and there's no worry that this is going to play out to the bottom, still something we need to keep an eye on. So I'm going to watch this trend line and make sure that we break it to the upside. So we really want to make sure we're going to break this to the upside and maybe retest it and continue up. But if we're not going to be able to break it and we're going to go again under the 10-cent area, 9.5, then there's some potential downside from there. So please share with me. Tell me, what do you think? Do you see this playing out to the upside, to the downside? Again, it's very similar pattern from what happened in S&P 500 in 2010. And another thing that I think everybody should watch out for, what's playing out in the stock market, because it really affects the crypto world. And what I'm seeing in the S&P 500 right now, what might be developing, that's something we should really keep an eye on in case it is happening. So let me just draw here. So now we had a very nice bounce and we continue up. So I'm thinking, what's gonna happen if we're gonna reach this area and we won't be able to break it higher and we're gonna start going down? If this is gonna show some kind of double top pattern, and if it is, there's a potential for a very big drop. And you know, September, October, it's usually very volatile months during the year, but now we have also the elections, which is going to make it even more volatile. So I urge you to keep an eye on this, so you kind of have an idea what might be happening as well in the crypto. Because if this is going to start falling down and the Dow Jones is going to start crumbling, there's going to be a lot of effect on crypto, and usually altcoins, they're the one that fall down the most. So these are the things that we should be watching out. And yeah, I really hope that we're going to break it. And if we are going to be breaking it, I believe we're going to be going to 20 cents, because this is going to be, sorry, I'll put on a daily so we can see the chart in a bigger way. I believe we're going to be heading to 20 cents around this area. So I really hope that's going to play out, because lately the big downfall of Cardano, it was pretty painful, and I'm ready to see some positive happening in the in the Cardano market. Okay, we did have a beautiful bounce from here. It was about 40%, and I'm hoping we're gonna be able to continue up and make here. We're already making a higher high, which is very good. We created here higher high. So now if we're gonna go lower a little bit and we're gonna continue up to break this higher high, this is gonna be great to see. But if we won't be able to maintain this trend line and break it, and we continue going down, so just beware of that. And again, make sure you subscribe, because we would love to see you in our next week video. So maybe you will have a chance to win this Cardano that will be given away. Okay, that's all for today, and we'll see you next time. Adios.